Hello, it's Rowena Simpson here again from Giraffe Recruitment. I manage an engineering recruitment agency based in North Yorkshire in the UK, and this series of videos are going to help you to write the perfect CV to get the job that you're looking for. What I'm doing in these series of videos is sharing the information that I've gained through years of seeing people's CVs coming in on a daily basis, talking to HR departments in companies who are hiring people, and knowing what they're looking for and knowing what I'm looking for when I get those CVs come into me. The aim at the end of this series should be that you can write a CV that really works for you and that will take you through to interview stage. We've talked previously about an opening statement, about the heading, about the layout and presentation of your CV, and today we're going to talk about the content of that CV. The content, the first part that we talked about was really to grip the attention of the reader, and now we've gripped their attention, they want to read on, they think that you might be suitable, so now we've got to have the content to back up that perception that they've built up of you. So in terms of content, the next part you're going to write about is your work history. Start with the most recent first. Please don't start with the job that you did 10 years ago and work backwards from there. Start with your most recent job. If you start with the job that you did 10 years ago, which was as an apprentice, that's the first thing they're going to look at, and you're not going to be suitable for that job. Don't make the reader have to work hard to look at your CV and find out that you're the person for them. So start with the most recent job, work backwards, put just a simple title of the company, your job title and the dates you were employed there. Get those 3 pieces of information in for each job that you list. The next thing you need to do is to write your responsibilities in that job and the things that you achieved. Now, what I don't want to see here are generalised statements that could apply to anyone. What I want to see is specific things that you've done in that job. So you've been a lumberjack, so what I want to see is how many trees did you fell in a day. That will give me some indication of your rate of work, the type of work you've done. Tell me about the specific trees that you worked with. Tell me how many people you supervised, or how many people were in the team that you worked with. Tell me what training you received. So did you get in-company training? Tell me, did you work specifically with clients? Did you represent the company? Be absolutely specific in that. I don't want to see generalised statements here about I worked for the company as a whatever lumberjack. I want to see specific statements of what you actually did. If you've achieved something, so if you managed to fell 3,000 trees in 24 hours, I want to see that as a statement there, so you're giving me an indication of what you can achieve for me. When you've written that for each of your jobs, and don't go into too much detail in jobs that say over 10 years ago, and the most detail wants to be on the job that's most recent. Some people even make the mistake of writing about a job that they've been in for 4 years and they only managed to write 2 lines about the job that they did. If you've been in a job for 4 years, you should have achieved quite a bit in that time, and that's what I want to see. When you've finished the job section, I want you to write about your qualifications. So the next subtitle should be qualifications. If you've done, if it's some time since you left school and you've done higher qualifications, A-levels and GCSEs, O-levels and CSEs, if you're that age, are less relevant here. What I want to see is your industry-specific qualifications and the qualifications that are specific to the job you're applying for. So make sure that you show the details of the qualifications. So there's going to be the name of the institution, the proper name for the qualification, and the date that you took that qualification. If you're a recent graduate or haven't got much work experience, you might want to put detail in here about the modules you studied or the special areas of study. That will also give me an indication of the sort of potential that you've got if you haven't got a lot of work history to back that up. Make sure that you get all your qualifications in, and don't forget vocational training as well, because often that's highly relevant to jobs that you can be applying for. Also make sure any software qualifications that you've got are in this section as well. Finally, we come on to hobbies and interests. This is an interesting one really. If you write in your hobbies and interests, it's up to you whether you put this section in. It can either work for you or against you. If you're applying for a job as a dog walker and your hobby is taxidermy, it's probably best not to put that on your CV at this point. However, if your hobby is dog walking and you're applying for a job as a vet, then it might be relevant to put that you're interested in dog walking. So don't overdo it, make sure it's relevant, make sure there's nothing contentious in there as well, because at this point, having captured the imagination of the reader and the hiring manager, make sure that you don't lose it at this point by putting something in that could totally throw the whole thing. Finally, references. There's no need to put your references in at this point. You can put references are available. If you're in a permanent job, the last thing you want to do is put references on of your current employer and have somebody ringing up your current employer, which obviously wouldn't go down too well in your current job. So just references are available on request. Hopefully in these series of videos you've gained some insight and information into the kind of things that I would be looking for, and the hiring managers of the companies that I deal with will be looking for, and hope that you've found it useful. If you want some more information, you can visit our website, which is www.girafferecruitment.co.uk. You can also call us on 01642 717 503. Thank you for watching this video, and coming soon will be the next stage, which once you've written this fantastic CV, you're going to be called for interview. So the next series of videos will tell you how to get through that interview. Thank you for watching.